हेलो एवरीवन, लेट्स स्टार्ट। आज हम यहाँ पे जो बात करने जा रहे हैं, हमारा सब्जेक्ट है सीए फाउंडेशन का। ठीक है, सीए फाउंडेशन में जो आपका क्वांटिटेटिव टेक्निक्स, क्वांटिटेटिव एप्टीट्यूड, मैथमेटिक्स एंड स्टैटिस्टिक्स, आप उसको जिस नाम से बुलाना चाहें, ये सब्जेक्ट जो है ये मैं यहाँ से शुरुआत कर रहा हूँ आज। ठीक है, बिकॉज सीए फाउंडेशन में मैंने ये ऑब्जर्व किया है कि काफी सारे जगहों पे जहाँ से भी आप प्रिपेयर करते हैं, इस सब्जेक्ट को इतनी ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंस नहीं दी जाती है। फोकस किया जाता है बाकी 3 पेपर्स के ऊपर कि भाई उसमें से अपने एग्रीगेट निकाल लेंगे, क्लियर हो जाएंगे। मैथ्स में स्टैटिस्टिक्स का भी कुछ पार्ट है, वो हेल्प कर देगा। बट क्लियर करने के लिए हर चीज को डिटेल में पढ़ना बहुत ही ज्यादा जरूरी है। इट इज नेसेसरी कि आप इस सब्जेक्ट को भी इक्वली इंपॉर्टेंट माने। अगर आप नहीं भी मानेंगे ना, तो एक अटेम्प्ट देने के बाद आपको इसकी इंपॉर्टेंस रियलाइज हो जाएगी कि अच्छे मार्क्स स्कोर करने के लिए ये एक आपके पास इतना अच्छा अपॉर्चुनिटी है और आप उसको जाने दे रहे हैं। सो वील बी फोकसिंग ऑन दिस टॉपिक keeping in mind that the topic is very much important. ठीक है, so please focus and please try to concentrate and keep it in mind that without completing this subject or without practicing this subject you cannot clear your CA foundation exams. So it is very much important to focus on that. So we'll be starting from the first chapter itself. The first topic is very much easy and simple topic. It is regarding ratios, proportion. The next part is indices and logarithm. 4 topics are covered in chapter number 1 of the CA Foundation syllabus. So this syllabus is applicable for your 2020 exams, 2021 exams. So you can practice from here and we will be discussing the entire chapter in detail with this lecture. Okay, so let us start. The first thing which is to be discussed here is ratio. They have also divided the chapter into 4 parts. The first part 1A is ratio, 1B is proportion, 1C is indices, and the last part is logarithm. So we will be starting with ratios. Now what is a ratio? Ratio means comparison of 2 things which are of same quality and same quantity. May be different, but the quality or the category is same. Comparing things which belong to a particular class or a particular group or a particular category and finding the relevance or the comparison between both of them, then it is called ratio. For example, if you want to compare, then we can take some example like there are 50 boys, there are 45 girls in a particular classroom, in a class of CA foundation batch. So suppose I have a CA foundation batch, there are 50 boys who are attending that particular batch and 45 girls who are attending the particular CA foundation batch. So can you compare that how many girls are there as compared to the number of boys in the class? Or can we take it vice versa, how many boys are there as compared to the number of girls in the class? If you are able to compare, then you can find out a ratio of the number of boys compared to the number of girls in a particular classroom. So comparing that is not that difficult. The presentation of such comparison can be done in various different formats. आप इसको इस तरीके से भी लिख सकते हैं, comparison of 2 things as A is to B. आप इसको ऐसे भी लिख सकते हैं A upon B. ठीक है, these are few presentation wise in a way that ratio can be expressed. A is to B, A upon B, and you have to follow the order. The order of A and B is very much important because A is to B, B is to A. Same नहीं, it is not same. Both these things are not equal. A is to B अलग चीज होती है, B is to A अलग चीज होती है. You have to keep that in mind. ठीक है, तो अगर हम यहाँ पे कंपेयर करने जा रहे हैं number of students in a class, कितने boys कितनी girls, so you can present this data in this format also. Let us see. If you want the ratio of boys to girls, then it will be 50 is to 45. that is equal to 50 upon 45. So for every 9 girls in a batch, there are 10 boys. That way it can be compared. उल्टा भी हो सकता है, vice versa is also possible. It is as per your requirement. If you want to find out the number of girls with respect to the quantity of boys, then it will be 45 by 50, which will be 9 by 10. So this ratio will be 9:10. So can you see the ratio has been reversed? Here it was, the ratio was 10:9. This is 9:10. Both the things are not same because the base is different. यहाँ पे जो base है वो है girls. Per 9 girls there are 10 boys. यहाँ पे है per 10 boys there are 9 girls. So the orientation is totally opposite. Clear? To compare any such two things, the unit, the quantity should be equal. Example देता हूँ आपको कैसे. Let us take some other example. There is a scheme going on at Big Bazaar. If you buy 5 kg of wheat, buy 5 kg of wheat, get, let it be 2, get 2 kg sugar free. You must have heard some schemes like that, they are actually giving freebies on some particular purchases in bulk quantity. I can even increase the ratio because sugar is also a costly product now. Buy 15 kg wheat and get 2 kg sugar free. Can you compare the ratio? Means for getting 2 kgs of sugar free, you need to buy 15 kgs of wheat. So the ratio is 15 by 2. Okay? The ratio will be 15 by 2. And remember one thing, for expressing any comparison or a ratio, you should not use decimal fraction. You should always use whole numbers. You should not present it in a decimal way. This is not the correct way of presenting a ratio. So remember that the ratio should be expressed in the simplest form but never in a decimal form. You will not find any ratio which is presented in a decimal format. So you have to keep that in mind. So the final answer should be 15:2. This ratio shows that for getting 2 kgs of sugar free, you need to buy 15 kgs of wheat. Now when you went to Big Bazaar, आप shopping करने गए and you thought that मुझे around 5 या ऐसे बोल सकते हैं कि हाँ 5 kg रख लेते हैं कि मुझे 5 kg ऑफ शुगर चाहिए या 6 kg चाहिए, उसको थोड़ा सिंपल रखते हैं. तो अगर मुझे 6 kg ऑफ शुगर फ्री में ही चाहिए, then how much wheat should I purchase? So you can use this ratio or this comparison to find out what amount of wheat should you purchase. If you buy 15 kgs of wheat, you are getting 2 kgs of sugar free. If you want to get 6 kgs of sugar free, how much wheat do you need to buy? Can you calculate this? If this is taken as an unknown variable x, you just need to cross multiply the things and nothing else. मैं एक बार इसको ऐसे ही कैलकुलेट कर रहा हूँ. Taking 6 on the other side, it will be 15 into 6 by 2. You can cancel this. It will be 45 kg. So if you buy 45 kg of wheat, you will get 6 kg sugar free as you need it. Now even you can take any number. If you want 5 kg sugar, but actually if they are providing a 2 kg pack for 15 kgs packet, then this will be difficult. So let it be, we can keep it in the multiple of 2. But I want to just express that what is exactly a comparison. Now, a point which is related with this one, they usually say that ratio or comparison can be done with like kind or unit. Things having like kind or unit. It means it is difficult to compare Suppose number of students and salary of teacher. Number of students and salary of teacher. These are two different things. You cannot compare number and rupees. They have no comparison. So this kind of ratio is mathematically not possible. Another example, और भी कुछ देख लेते हैं एग्जाम्पल में और क्या हो सकता है. इसके अलावा आप ऐसे कंपेयर कर सकते हैं क्या, 5 किलो शक्कर या वीट, 5 kg वीट, 2 liters ऑयल, लीटर पर केजी, केजी पर लीटर, मतलब रेशियो निकालने के लिए नहीं. हाँ, इन साइंस वी आर यूजिंग बट दैट इज फॉर अनदर डिफरेंट पर्पस. वहां पे तो वी आर finding a new unit, so that is a different thing, density and all, but this is like a different total thing. They are saying that mathematically this comparison is difficult. वो ऐसा नहीं हो सकता. Even mathematically this thing is also difficult. 5 kg wheat, 500 grams sugar. Two units are different. This is kg, this is grams. You cannot compare kg and gram because they are two different units. You can do one thing if it is possible. If you can convert kg into gram or gram into kg. One more thing, you cannot write like this, kgs. Kilogram is a unit. You cannot write any unit in plural. It is a wrong method. Centimeters, cms. You never write centimeters. You should always write 100 centimeters, cm, not cms. Kg and gram. If you are able to convert one unit to other, then you can make comparison between the two things. If you can compare that, हाँ 5 kg is equal to 5000 grams, ये तो होता ही है. तो आप 5000 ग्राम और 500 ग्राम कंपेयर कर सकते हैं कि भाई 5000 ग्राम वीट है और 500 ग्राम शुगर है, तो क्या रेशियो है, 10:1. दैट कैन बी कंपेयर्ड. क्लियर. सो ये हो गया रेशियो का बेसिक पार्ट. लेट्स मूव अहेड. आगे क्या दे रखा है वो भी देख लेते हैं. ठीक है, मैंने आपको प्रेजेंटेशन बता दिया, A/B, A/B, A and B वो हमने देख लिया. मैंने आपको ये बता दिया कि ओनली क्वांटिटीज जो सेम काइंड की होती हैं उनके बीच में कंपैरिजन हो सकता है, ये भी यहाँ पे क्लियर कर दिया. ठीक है. इसके बाद फिर बोला है कि बड़ा रेशियो कौन सा है, विच इज द ग्रेटर रेशियो. Some illustrations are also given. Few are very basic and few are some good ones. Illustration 6 is given. Illustration 6 says, find the greater ratio. Two 1/3 is to 3 1/3. This is a mixed ratio. And another ratio is 3.6 is to 4.8. Now you need to find this ratio is bigger or this one. अब हम इसको मिक्स फ्रैक्शन से कन्वर्ट कर देते हैं टू अ नॉर्मल फ्रैक्शन. 2 into 3 6 plus 1 7/3. 3 into 3 9 1 10/3. This is the ratio. Even if you want, you can simplify this to a further simpler format by cancelling 3. That is also possible. अभी एक बार रहने देते हैं. We'll try to simplify this first. 3.6 divided by 4.8. You can multiply this by any number which is common. You can make this 36/48. Now you can simplify this. 12 3s are 12 4s are into a simple and least format. Now this is 7/3 upon 10/3. A/B format. Cancel this, you will get 7/10. This is the ratio 7/10. This is the ratio 3/4. Now we need to find out 7/10 is greater number or 3/4 is a greater number. If we convert into decimals or something, is it possible to do so? Then let us check how to do it. If we try to make the base same, अगर हम इन दोनों को equal कर देते हैं, then we can compare it very easily because numerator can be compared if the denominator is same. So I'll try to make these, or I'll try to take the LCM of the two. So 7/10, 3/4, 4 and 10. The LCM should be 20. 4 5s are 10 2s are. Yes, we can do that. This will be 14 by 20 and this will be 15 by 20. Now you can compare easily because again divide by 20 denominator is common. So bigger one is 15 because the numerator is higher. So it is easily evident that 3 by 4 is greater than 7 by 10. This is 70%, this is 75%. आप कैलकुलेटर पे भी कैलकुलेट करके देख सकते हैं एग्जाम में, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. बट थियोरेटिकली और प्रोसीजरल वे, दिस इज द वे टू फाइंड आउट द greater ratio. Again one thing, theoretical concept is there, I forgot to tell you. Numerator, denominator, antecedent, consequent. These are the names of the numerator and denominator, antecedent and consequent. So I hope this is clear to you because foundation है, कुछ भी काम आ सकता है. पहले तो फाउंडेशन एमसीक्यू पैटर्न से था, नाउ इट इज सब्जेक्टिव एग्जाम. सो आपको हर चीज प्रेजेंट करनी पड़ती है. तो यहाँ पे आप इस चीज को इसी तरीके से प्रेजेंट करेंगे जैसे मैंने आपको बताया. तो आई होप नाउ दिस इज क्लियर. लेट अस मूव फॉरवर्ड. नेक्स्ट इलस्ट्रेशन में क्या बोला है? Okay, there is another new point. Let us see. The next point is, यहाँ पे they are saying if a quantity increases or decreases in a ratio A is to B, then the new quantity will be B by A of the original quantity. Looks quite complicated. पता नहीं चलता क्या बोलना चाह रहे हैं. एक एग्जाम्पल से इजी कर देते हैं. चलिए, let us see. Mr. Ronak weighs 56.7 kg. Quite maintained guy. If he reduces his weight in the ratio 7:6, reduction in weight, ratio 7:6. Now we have to find his reduced weight. अब इसमें बोल रहे हैं reduction हुआ ना, means it is a common sense thing. It is nothing to mug up. रिडक्शन हुआ मतलब वो 7 से 6 हो गया होगा या 6 से 7 हो गया होगा. रेशियो इज ऑलवेज प्रेजेंटेड इन द मोस्ट सिंप्लीफाइड फॉर्म. दैट इज व्हाई इट इज रिटन 7 by 6. दे कैन ऑल्सो राइट इट एज 4 by 12, बट आपको पता है वो सिंप्लीफाई करके यही बनने वाला है. तो व्हाई टू कॉम्प्लिकेट दैट? सो रेशियो इज ऑलवेज प्रेजेंटेड इन द मोस्ट सिंप्लीफाइड फॉर्म. जस्ट कीप दैट इन माइंड. सो ऑब्वियसली इफ दे आर टॉकिंग अबाउट रिडक्शन, then the weight must have gone from 7 to 6. So you can compare easily that 7 must be equal to 56.7. Then what is 6? Clear? So आप यहाँ पे इसको ऐसे ही प्रेजेंट कर दें, चलेगा. Just cross multiply the thing and then see what happens. And then I'll tally the statement which is written. Cross multiplying, x will become, this will go here, 7 will come here, 6 will come here. 56.7 into 6 by 7. Now this is the statement which has been written above. वो ऊपर बोल रहे हैं if a quantity increases or decreases in the ratio A is to B. This is the ratio A is to B. Then the new quantity will be, new quantity means his reduced weight. The original quantity into B by A. You can see this is B, this is A, and this is the original quantity. So now if you compare the statement given here with this presentation, आपको easily वो statement याद भी हो जाएगा theoretically and उसका application भी समझ में आ जाएगा. Just keep this example in mind and then अगर आप इसको simplify करें, you will get the correct answer. That you can do. अगर आपको देखना भी है final answer, तो it will be 56.7 into 6 divided by 7. This is 48.6 kg. This is the reduced weight. So I hope it is clear कि आपको किस तरीके से उसको सॉल्व करना है. ठीक है, समझ आ गया यहाँ तक? तो दिस इज द स्टेटमेंट. अब आगे और भी कुछ एग्जांपल्स दिए हुए हैं एप्लीकेशन बेस्ड. तो आप उसके बेसिस पे ट्राई कर सकते हैं. यू कैन गो फॉर एग्जांपल नंबर 1, दैट इज वेरी सिंपल. आपको सिर्फ सिंप्लीफाई करना है. वी कैन ट्राई एग्जांपल नंबर 2, वो मैं आपको यहाँ पे करवा रहा हूँ. आई विल बी टेकिंग दोज क्वेश्चंस व्हिच आई फाइंड कि आपको वो डिफिकल्ट लग सकते हैं. सो इफ यू आर सेल्फ प्रिपेयरिंग एट होम, आप घर पे पढ़ रहे हैं, तो पहले से आपको क्वेश्चंस पता होंगे कैसे सॉल्व करने, तो डाउट्स नहीं आएंगे. Example number 2 है the ratio of the number of boys to the number of girls in a school of 720 students is 3:5. See, the total number of students are 720. It is given. The ratio of number of boys to the number of girls in a school is 3:5. This ratio given is 3:5. If 18 new girls are admitted in the school, find how many new boys may be admitted so that the ratio of the number of boys to the number of girls may change to 2:3. Okay, not an issue. First, we can use this data to find out the number of boys and the number of girls existingly admitted in this school. आप इसको कैसे ढूंढेंगे? इसको ऐसे कर लेते हैं, एक कॉमन मल्टीपल. मैंने आपको बोला कि दिस रेशियो इज ऑलवेज इन द मोस्ट सिंप्लीफाइड फॉर्म. तो एक अननोन रहा होगा जो इनके साथ मल्टीप्लिकेशन में होगा, तभी ये कैंसिल हुआ और ये सिंप्लीफाइड रेशियो मिला. आया है समझ में? देन तो अब हमें इसको ऐसे लिखना है, लेट द नंबर ऑफ बॉयज बी 3x. Let the number of girls be 5x. अब ऐसे लिख 3x and number of girls be 5x. Therefore, 3x plus 5x will be equal to 720. Therefore, this will be 90. You have got the value of x. एक बार आपको x की वैल्यू मिल गई, you can put that value here and you can get the bifurcation. वो आपको मिल जाएगा. ठीक है. So इसका अगर हम bifurcation करें, 3x 3 into 90 it will be 270. Girls 5x it will be 450. So at present there are 270 boys and 450 girls. इतना क्लियर हुआ आपको? अब आगे भी देख लेते हैं. उन्होंने बोला है कुछ चेंजेस करने के लिए, ये मैं एक बार हटा रहा. उन्होंने ये बोला कि द न्यू रेशियो शुड बी 2/3 एंड न्यू गर्ल्स एडमिट हुई हैं स्कूल में, 18 न्यू गर्ल्स आर एडमिटेड. दिस इज द क्वांटिटी ऑफ टोटल नंबर ऑफ गर्ल्स after the new admissions, and some quantity of boys must be admitted. We don't know the quantity, but the new ratio should be this. No problem, आप compare कर सकते हैं. Again, let the number of boys be 2x, let the number of girls be 3x, but here 3x will be equal to 468. वो आपको पहले से पता है. Therefore, आप डायरेक्टली भी सॉल्व कर सकते हैं. 3x will be equal to 468. Then x will be equal to how much? आप इसको सॉल्व कर लें. $156. X will be 156. So directly you can find out 2x. Therefore, number of boys total should be 2x. 312. Existing number of boys are 270. So you know 312 should be equal to 270 plus y. The new admissions must be 42. माइनस करके आप देख लो. न्यू नंबर ऑफ बॉयज शुड बी 42. एक बार आप 42 इसको कर देंगे, दिस विल बिकम 312. You will also get the new quantity. Add this. This is 780. The total quantity will become 780 and the new ratio will be 2:3. So this is how you can solve this particular example which is given here. So this was a good example. आपको पता चला होगा कि ratios को कैसे use करना है, कैसे implement करना है. Just it is a matter of practice. The more you practice, the more you will be immune to this. आपको एक पूरी grip आ जाएगी और आप बहुत easily इसको समझ पाएंगे. ठीक है? So let us move to the next part of the chapter, and it is regarding inverse ratio. Very simple topic, inverse ratio. See, the first point. If A is to B is a given ratio, the inverse ratio of this will be B is to A. Very basic point. तो ये यहाँ पे उन्होंने बोला है. Then the next point which is given is called, these are the types. You can say these are the types. This is called compound ratio. If two ratios are given, A by B, another ratio is C by D. Compounding will give AC upon BD. This is the compound ratio, AC upon BD. You can multiply more than two ratios also. A by B, C by D, E by F. This will give you compound ratio of three ratios. This you can do very easy. With this, another thing is duplicate ratio. Suppose a given ratio is A by B. A by B. Duplicate ratio will be multiplying the ratio with its own self, means squaring A square upon B square. Clear with this? So this is the duplicate ratio. For example, a given ratio is 2 by 3 and they ask you to find out the duplicate ratio. Duplicate ratio will be 4 by 9. Clear now? Okay. Next type. The next type is triplicate ratio. If a ratio is A is to B, triplicate means cubing. This will become A cube by B cube. If the ratio is 2 by 3, it will be changed to 8 by 27. Cubing the given numbers in the ratio, it is called triplicate ratio. Okay. So this is the next type. हमने क्या देखा? We saw compounding, we saw duplicate, we saw triplicate, we saw inverse ratio. All things are done. After this, the next type is subduplicate, subtriplicate. Duplicate was squaring. Subduplicate is square root. Opposite. Subtriplicate is cube root. बस this is it. ठीक है, इतना ही है, nothing new. Next, commensurable or incommensurable. देख लेते हैं. If the ratio of two similar quantities can be expressed as a ratio of two integers, the quantities are said to be commensurable. Otherwise, they are incommensurable. For example, root 3 is to root 2 cannot be expressed as the ratio of two integers. See. If this is given, you can express it as 3 by 2. Whatever the number may be, if you are able to express this in a format in which there are two integer numbers, integer means whole numbers, positive or negative, then it is called commensurable ratio. And if a ratio given is like this, अब root है, you cannot convert root into some integer. If it was root 9 by root 4, then it was a different thing. But this root cannot be converted into integer. So this is incommensurable ratio. This is commensurable ratio. So I hope you understand. now that how to solve commensurable or how to judge which one is commensurable and which one is not. Then continued ratio means the ratios are infinite, too many, there is no end to that. They have given the continued ratio of three similar quantities A, B, C is written as A is to B is to C. More than 2, more than 3, more than 4, it may go on up to a number of n number of ratios. Now you can try the sums which are given in application. Sum number 1 you can try. Example number 1 we are solving right now because illustration 1 is not that difficult. Example number 1 we can try. Let's see क्या बोला है इसमें. Example number 1. It says the monthly income of two persons are in the ratio 4:5. Let the persons be. Let the persons be A and B. Mr. A, Mr. B. And let their income be 4x and 5x because the ratio is 4:5 and their monthly expenditures are, and let their monthly expenditure be in ratio 7:9. Nothing is given, so I am keeping it in the ratio only. They इन्होंने यहाँ पे ये बताया if each saves ₹50 per month, find their monthly income. Okay, so the ratio of income is given 4:5 and the savings are given. Now it is a basic common sense that if you earn something and if you save something from that, the remaining amount you have spent on one or the other thing, expenses, income minus savings is equal to expenses. This is the basic thing. We will be using this result for our calculation also. Income minus savings, income minus savings, expenses. आप इसको रेशियो में रखो ना. नो नीड टू राइट इट एज 7x by 9x. If you wish to write, you can write it. You should take some other variable, but it will get cancelled. Here you cannot directly cancel x because you are deducting 50. So this is the best way of presenting. Now cross multiply and solve. Nothing else. (36 minus 450). This will be 35 minus 350. Cross. X is equal to 100. Once you have got x, the value of x, you can calculate anything you want. You want to calculate their income, it will be 400 and 500. If you want to calculate the expense minus the savings, this will be 350 and 650. So you can get any ratio you want. This will be 4x. This is 400 minus 50. The expenses ratio will be 350 and here it is 500 minus 50. This will be 450. So expenses and income. Income will be 400 rupees and 500 rupees. So this way you can calculate the things which are given here. Example 1 जो है वो तो आपका हो गया. Next part example 2. ये आपको पहले ट्राई करना चाहिए. Example 2 and example 3 ये मैं आपके लिए रख रहा हूँ. Once you try it, you attempt it, then अगर आपको कोई query आए आप पूछ सकते हैं. इसके बाद एक्सरसाइज में है क्वेश्चन नंबर 1A. एक्सरसाइज नंबर 1A उसमें आपको बहुत शॉर्ट क्वेश्चंस मिलेंगे. डुप्लीकेट, ट्रिप्लीकेट, रेशियो, कंपाउंडिंग, जो कुछ भी हमने सीखा थ्रू आउट द चैप्टर, ऑल दैट यू कैन ट्राई हियर वंस. तो आप एक बार इन सम्स को ट्राई करो. जो भी आपकी क्वेरीज हैं आप जैसे मुझे इन्फॉर्म करोगे उस बेसिस पे मैं आपको क्वेरी सॉल्व करवाऊंगा. बट बिकॉज इट इज मैथमेटिक्स मैंने आपको इतने सम इसलिए करवाए ताकि एक माइंडसेट क्रिएट हो जाए कि कैसे इसको सॉल्व करते हैं. अब उसको अटेम्प्ट करने की पहली कोशिश आगे की आपको करनी। क्लियर? तो आई होप यहाँ तक तो आपको पूरा टॉपिक समझ में आया। नेक्स्ट लेक्चर में वी विल बी स्टार्टिंग विद प्रपोर्शंस एंड व्हाटएवर इज देयर रिगार्डिंग द सेम वी विल बी डिस्कसिंग इन दैट वीडियो लेक्चर। तो आई होप यहाँ तक आपको कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं आई होगी। थैंक यू सो मच।